Yeah, sure, why not? Forgets to turn his radio off and his phone. The entire meeting.
Kurt, I know the two guys we're appointing to the budget committee.
Yeah, I wasn't. What's that? Who went?
Establish the budget committee. I got two candidates.
Well, I thought they already were.
That was last year's.
Really?
Last year's.
You shouldn't upset the apple cart, is what I'm saying. Should be fostering you again.
Oh, here we go.
Time is 4:30. Pelican Rapids City Council meeting of January 8th, excuse me, June 8th. June 8th, 2021 is called to order. I'd ask if you haven't signed in yet on the clipboard at the end table, if you do that before you leave. And also if you have cell phones, please put them on vibrate. Roll call of members. Danielle?
Yeah, this should be easy. Councilmember Steve Strand, Councilmember Kevin Ballard,
Here.
Councilmember Kurt Markgraf,
Here?
Councilmember Steve Foster, Mayor Brent Frazier.
Here. I want to welcome each and every one of you in our council chambers this evening. Also those, we aren't on Zoom tonight, are we? No, okay. But those that'll be watching us on channel 14 on Wednesday evenings. A few announcements for the next 3 weeks, because we don't have another city council meeting for 3 weeks from today. Monday, June 14th is Flag Day. Friday and Saturday, 18th and 19th, is the Glacial Minnesota Woman and Friendship Festival here in Pelican Rapids. And June 24th to 26th is the Pelican Fest. And then Tuesday, June 29th at 4:30 p.m. is our next city council meeting. Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Hearing none, if we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item number 2 is citizens' comments. Anyone here for citizens' comments? Seeing none. Item number 3 is agenda additions or deletions.
Move the agenda as presented.
Okay, second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 4 is approval of consent agenda. Item 4A is approval of minutes from the council meeting of May 25th, 2021. Also, the local Board of Equalization review minutes of May 25th, 2021. 4B is approval of accounts payable listing. 4C1 is police chief report, which is in your packet, and also 4C2 is a financial report in your packet. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Yeah.
I was busy typing my minutes, so I didn't get that Dina would like to add something to the agenda for the park. Or the parade.
Pelican Fest Parade. I just made a copy here, and no one has requested from Chamber or
Okay.
any other people that are in charge of it, so if officially want to request it.
Okay. Is there a motion to add that? Second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same? Motion carried. Why don't we go to that item right now, Dina?
Thank you. I appreciate your time. I just was talking to Officer Statham, and no one from the chamber or the committee, ad hoc committee for the Pelican Fest has requested permission to have the parade and whatever else we need, and I guess there's permits that need to be submitted right away, and so I'm asking permission. But I've never done this before, so I'm sorry.
Anything to add there, Chief? Brian?
I don't know, it's the last Saturday. The 25th, 26th, whatever. 25th.
25th, yeah.
Sorry, I'm totally unprepared for this.
25th is, we're talking June or July?
June, like as in a few weeks from now, and
Friday.
Okay, she has a request. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion second. Discussion? Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same? Motion carried.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you.
So the parade with 2 roundabouts.
Item number 5 is personnel. We have Street and Park Superintendent Brian Olson with us. Brian?
Yes, thank you. I'm also going to give you just a quick heads up when I'm done with personnel. So right now, we have 5 lifeguards to hire. Unfortunately, only one of them is certified so far, so we're hoping to get the other 5 that we have certified. And these 4 that we'll be hiring today are paid $11.08, and they are Julian Diaz, Jaden Ripley, Sophia Paulson, Riley Paulson, and Aaliyah Al-Jahari. Not sure how to pronounce that. And then Aaliyah is paid $11.58, being she is certified. And so that's the pool, along with, a while ago, you gave me permission to hire seasonal park maintenance job. And with that, I would like to hire Ryan Hughesby at the rate of $17.17. So that will be, hopefully through October, we'll have him assisting in the Parks and Streets Department.
I'll move to we,
Did you say through October?
Is my goal, yes.
move we hire these people.
Sorry.
Motion second. Discussion? Discussion?
Is, the person that's already got their certification, this will be their second year back?
She's actually been a lifeguard prior, and she's the only one that's certified. So this is her first year with the city, but with her certification coming in with it, we felt we could pay her the 50 cents more an hour.
Okay. Steve's got a question here.
Are you done? I mean,
Yeah, well,
is the pool open now?
I was waiting for your motion. Well, no, I'm not done, sorry.
We have the motion.
Yeah, we have to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Is there a second?
Yes, he seconded it.
Okay. Okay. Any more discussion? If not, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
So right now, the pool is tentatively going to open the 21st of June. By then, I'm planning, hoping, crossing my fingers, that we can get these kids certified to be able to open. And right now, with only 6 guards, it will more than likely be some limited hours. It's just not enough to last the day when they all have usually second jobs also. So just, I'll bring that to you as it comes, but right now, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So
I think it'd be very advantageous to you and the city if you're going to have limited hours, that you make it known what they are.
And we will
going to be.
Yes, and we will do that as soon as I get with our pool manager, and we will sit down and write the hours out on what they will be. Yep, so that's it on the pool park side of it.
Questions on the pool?
Nope. So Linda got a hold of me yesterday, as a matter of fact. And just a heads up, I'll show you this map. I only have one copy right now, but they are going to do their demonstration starting Wednesday in downtown Pelican. Doesn't sound like they're going to put the roundabout in right now. They're not actually going to do that downtown anyway. They're going to do that in a different location. But they are going to use posts and some paint markings and tape to show the 12-foot wide lanes and how it will be the bump outs at the crosswalk, the different things. So I will let you guys look at this, but I do want it back, and I can email you a copy if you want. So
Say Wednesday, meaning this Wednesday?
the 16th is when they're planning to do this. Yes.
Next
So a week from now.
Okay.
And so that evening before, I will have to put no parking signs downtown so that we don't have cars parked in that area right when they come to set that up. So if you see those, you'll know what it's for. So, yes.
Is this going to be just set up for one day then?
You know, I did not ask Tom how long they were going to leave it. I'm assuming it's going to be more than one day, because I think they're going to want the people of Pelican to all kind of see what's going on instead of, and I'm not sure one day would be beneficial, but
Yeah.
I can give you a call or send you a message when I find that out. So,
Any other questions for Brian?
The railing behind the hardware store bridge?
Yep.
Is that going to get fixed?
yep, I have 3D Specialties is actually, I just talked to Tim late last week, and like any building material, they're struggling to get it. So as soon as it gets here, they will be repairing it, and we'll also be installing a bollard there, a concrete pillar, just to prevent again. So, but yes, everything's ordered, and it's just waiting to come. So, any more questions?
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Item number 6 is Resolution 2021-07, calling for a public hearing on a proposal that the Otter Tail County Housing and Redevelopment Authority function within the boundaries of the city of Pelican Rapids. And there was information in our packet on that, but I'm going to call on Danielle at this time to do an introduction to that, and also our guests here this evening.
Yeah, so I will just keep it simple, and I'll introduce Barbara Stacy and Tanya Westra. Yep, from Otter Tail County HRA, and they'll talk more about this project that they would like to develop in.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the council. My name is Barbara Dacey, the Otter Tail County HRA Executive Director. I may have met some, if not all of you, on the Zoom meeting on, I believe it was the 25th of February. Far colder then than it is today. And the purpose of that meeting back in February was to talk about housing needs and issues here in the community. And during that session, there was some ideas identified that the HRA is trying to follow through on. And that's in part the reason that Tanya and myself are here today. So I wanted to do two things tonight. One, just give you a little bit of background, and then number two, get to the request about calling the public hearing and what that means, okay? So the first piece in terms of background, the Housing and Redevelopment Authority and the Community Development Agency are established with Otter Tail County. And the CDA is focused in on businesses and creating a more robust economy. And the HRA is focused in on providing a variety of housing for folks at different incomes during their life stages. So to date, in Pelican Rapids, we've been providing technical assistance and support around housing, business development, and other key topics. You may know the Community Development Director for the CDA is Amy Baldwin. And secondly, one of the needs identified at that at the February meeting was the need for rehabilitation funds for housing in the county, both rental and owner-occupied. So Tanya Westra, as a project manager, has been working with your staff to develop surveys in anticipation of a grant application to the state. And the SCDP initials mean Small Cities Development Program. And the city had received that grant, I believe, back in 2009. And third, we're working on what we're calling a housing opportunity plan for the tax forfeit parcel at 117 First Avenue Northwest. As you know, that's been in tax forfeit status for a few years now. And City Administrator Soga had contacted me back in February to take a look at it to see if it could be rehabbed. But upon our inspection, it was determined that it is so badly deteriorated that it needs to be torn down. So the reason I'm here is to conduct the required state processes to get that process going. And finally, so we want to see if we can coordinate other financial resources from other organizations to help leverage the HRA and the city investment in these initiatives. So that gives you hopefully a background. All right, so the purpose, you're going to be acting on two resolutions. So the purpose of tonight is that Minnesota statute says that when a Housing and Redevelopment Authority exercises its powers, with exercises in quotes, what that means is it completes one of the permitted activities in statute. And in this case, it would be acquisition, that the HRA would acquire the tax forfeit lot. Another activity is demolition, so that the HRA would conduct testing for the asbestos and appropriately remediate that asbestos and take on the demolition as well. And then to complete a redevelopment plan that once the structure is removed, to present to you what the new use would be. So, and if you read in the exhibit in the resolution tonight, it's for a residential structure. So we're right at the beginning of the process, and so that redevelopment plan will come back to you at a future date. The second a resolution will occur after you conduct the public hearing on the 29th of June. So you will need to conduct the public hearing, and the resolution is going to do two things. The first part is it will state that the city declares the need for the HRA and empowers them to conduct the powers that I just talked about with respect to this particular parcel. So it really is empowering the HRA to work in partnership with the city. It tends to formalize and provide transparency to the relationship between the city and the County Housing and Redevelopment Authority. The second part of that resolution is going to talk about the Community Development Agency. Technically, state law does not require a public hearing for CDA activities, but we wanted to put that in the same piece of paper so that that you can accomplish both at the same time. So what the resolution will say regarding the CDA is that similarly it says that the purpose of the CDA is to expand housing opportunities, promote business development, and foster coordination of public and private resources. So it says that the City of Pelican Rapids supports the activities of the CDA and includes the geographic limits of the city within the jurisdiction of the CDA. So for tonight, what I'm respectfully requesting is if the City Council could adopt the resolution to call for the public hearing on the 29th of June. Happy to address any questions, and Tanya as well is prepared to address some questions too.
And that notice of public hearing is in our packet, it's Exhibit B. Hearing will be on June 29th, 2021, starting at approximately 4:30 PM.
It says June 8th on this.
No, keep going.
Mr. Mayor,
Exhibit B.
yeah, Exhibit B.
Oh, okay.
The hearing notice.
I'll move we adopt resolution 2021-07 for a public hearing on the proposal for the Otter Tail Housing and Redevelopment Authority.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Question, would that be a single family residence? Not necessarily.
At this point, it's really early in the process, and I'm going to answer by saying probably, but, we need to carry out our analysis regarding potential housing options. But the bottom line is that we will come back to you first for your review.
So is Don Silva in favor of this? Is he with you on this? That's not.
I am assuming so, unless he hasn't told me to the contrary. He was the one that started this process, because he called me and said, look, I'm concerned about that house, and can it be rehabbed? And then it all lined up from there, so.
This is the house that somebody bought on
Yeah.
eBay or something, right? It's that one.
Talking about it for years.
Yeah.
And that's, Mr. Mayor and members of the council, that based on Tanya's inspection and other contractors, that is exactly the situation that we want to prevent. This is not a situation where this home in its current condition can be successfully rehabbed. So,
Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to
ladies.
meet you all.
Commissioner Johnson just joined us. Commissioner, do you have anything to add to this? I'll put you on the spot here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. The only thing I have to add is I also, and I'm not a contractor, but I was in the house. There is no rehab for that thing. And the other thing that I would encourage, as we looked at and inspected the houses, we're trying to build single-family homes, and maybe that's a duplex, Steve, or maybe it's whatever, but you know what, it's something. And so that's the process we're doing, taking under Otter Tail County in combination with the HRA and everything like that. The other thing that, as I observe, and this is off subject a little bit, but Councilman Foster, and there are a couple other places that, as we do the highway project that we're talking about on 59 and 108, that wall on this house is not in great shape, the rock wall, also the block wall along Highway 59 north of the liquor store. Those are going to be dollars that are going to have to be spent either by the HRA or by the city or by someone somewhere along the line, because that was one of the big concerns I had on this house too, is someone takes it over, gets it good enough to rent it type of a thing, and all of a sudden we have other issues that are going on. So I appreciate that the council is willing to share with us the responsibility of creating some good housing and things like that, and look forward to working more together with you. So with that, thank you for the opportunity. I just came here to support Barbara, and my committee meeting at the county board ran 30 minutes long, so I apologize for that. So thank you.
for being here. Appreciate it. Item number 7 is Resolution 2021-08, authorizing submittal of a request for 2022 state capital bonding appropriations for pedestrian bridge over the Pelican River in Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. And that is also included in your packet. Danielle, do you have anything to add to this?
Not really. Administrator Stover just asked that it's be, this meeting because it has to be, the application has to be in before the next meeting, so we need to pass that this meeting. But I mean, we pretty much held everything that is to define for state capital bonding to help pay for the pedestrian bridge. That's the plan for you, so.
Motion to approve.
He's in favor of this resolution.
So moved.
Second. Motion second, discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by, excuse me.
Yeah, it's really a long shot, right? We're doing the process, right? It's very unlikely, right? I mean.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know.
Okay.
It's still a,
Optimist.
yeah.
Okay, Danielle.
Yeah, we aren't gonna bank on this.
All right.
Definitely not. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 8 is library report, it's in your packet. Councilman Markgraf, you have anything to add?
A little bit. The roofing team, potentially owners, showed up to kind of look at the punch list that was provided. It was kind of a short notice deal. Nobody was really available to take them around, but thankfully Annie is well-versed in the punch list, so she did what she could with them. Not a lot came out of it. They were in agreement of things and asking about contractors that we might choose if we wanted to farm some of the things out. They just basically looked over the work, didn't really give any answers of, we'll be back. They did mention coming back, I don't remember what the date was, sorry about that, to have the work started or completed, but you know how it goes. We don't really learn not to hold our breath there. The architect, who is basically the go-between between the contractor and the city, is not going to release any funds or anything, obviously, until everything's completed. But maybe the building committee had more information. I don't know if they were in touch. I don't believe so.
Did you say the architect was with?
No.
Okay.
I'm not even sure the architect knew that they were coming.
Oh, my goodness.
But the feeling was, and this was just a feeling because the introduction didn't go that far, but there was a gentleman and a lady, and it seemed like the lady was perhaps the owner, but we don't know that. We weren't able to confirm it. But she was less than happy with a lot of the things that went on here at the roof, so.
Do you happen to notice if, with as hot as it's been, has that popped some of those dents out of the?
I have not noticed, and now I will look. I guess other things on my brain, but yeah, that's something to take a look at. But
Kurt, the gentleman that came one night, was he like the foreman or something? Was he with?
I was under the impression he was an owner, however.
He was the owner.
No, he was not.
Oh, huh?
Nope. He's up like their personnel lead guy or whatever. So, but
But he didn't come back.
no. Yeah, I don't.
How big is this punch list?
Pretty big. Pretty big. Yeah. I mean, items, neighboring properties, such as Lou's property, or the press, Wisher's Barber Shop area, broken sidewalks, damaged property, sprinkler systems in our yard, damaged. Don't know, they haven't been tested. Brian hasn't been able to get over there and test them, but we have to assume that they're smashed since that big piece of equipment rolled on them the whole time and sunk into the ground.
Climate Makers bill.
Holes in gutter.
Or that was part of it because of,
Climate Makers was there, that's another part of my report. We just approved a payment to them. Probably you'll see that next month, I guess.
$3,000 or?
Yeah, that was in there, this one. Anyway, that was replaced and hooked up, and
As a result of the roofing.
yes, yeah, yeah. The library's ready to begin with, getting ready to open with the regular hours again. The book orders is ramping up. You guys might have saw the signs today, the book trailer's open and operating, and people are very happy to have that back. That's kind of all that really came out of the meeting. Oh, yeah, because we had Friends of the Library board person, KKO, came to the meeting. Book truck's open, as I said. There was no damage to the contents of the trailer this year. Everything looks good. Donations are coming in for that book trailer. Apparently, they want to begin bringing books now into Old City Hall like they've done in the past. And they have the personnel to do that, I guess. They're after some grants pertaining to material for the summer reading program and story time, which is a big help. I mean, I don't know if you guys are real versed with the story time and the summer reading program. It's insanely huge and popular and a big job. And then they continue to train with the new staff that is working there. And that's it.
Okay. Any questions for Kurt? Yes.
Are the meeting rooms open at the library? I know we've had a few people call and say that they're not, so I just thought.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, largely because we haven't got our whole network back online and the computers out in place. And I would assume that's coming shortly. But most importantly is these programs for the summer and the networking capability.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the library report that was in? Second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion?
When they came over here, they had no indication of when they would return, no indication of when they would finish any of this?
They did. That's a date that I did not record. Largely because it doesn't hold any weight with me. Every date they've ever given us hasn't happened, ever. And I want to say they would use this month even, that they would be done. Well, they can't be done in a month. I mean, you can't get envelopes in a month anymore if you order them. I mean, which is crazy. But, so I can get that date and I can send a message or whatever out if you want. I just didn't record the date, but it was.
Okay.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 9 is establish 2022 Budget Committee. It's that time of year again. 2021, Councilman Foster and I were on that committee, and I would gladly serve again this coming year.
I nominate Stephen, the mayor.
I second that.
They're expert.
Is there a second?
A second.
Okay. Motion second, discussion?
Steve, are you all right with that?
Well, I'm not as happy as Brent to be on there, but
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 10, Mayor's Report. Just a few items in the last couple weeks. I attended several area businesses in our community here and also attended the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new playground equipment in E.L. Peterson Park on May 28th. Presented the welcome speech on behalf of the city at Pelican Rapids Memorial Day service, which was held at the Fine Arts Auditorium on May 31st. Danielle and I at different times signed the legal paperwork at Bell Bank to transfer the assets from the Pelican Rapids Senior Citizen Organization to the city of Pelican Rapids. And then I did meet with Clerk Danielle Harthun to review the agenda for this afternoon's city council meeting. Any questions?
When's the next highway meeting or project 24 meeting?
It should be this, well, they're usually the second Thursday. So it should be next Thursday.
At what time?
10 a.m.
The only people that
Wait,
can
it
make.
should be this, it should be this.
Yeah, the only people that can make those
Day
meetings.
after tomorrow, I
Go to
thought.
meetings.
Yeah, the 10th, day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's, but Don has usually set that up here. So I suppose we can just zoom in on our own phones. Because there will be nothing here set up, correct?
I don't have the link, so yeah.
They might be in person now, are they? I mean, you might be able to attend, but it would be at the offices in Detroit Lakes, right?
Correct.
Can we find that out and let me know?
Yeah, I'll check Don's calendar and see what I can find out.
Why don't you send an email to all of us, so we know? Okay. Okay, thank you. Seeing no other business on the evening agenda, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
I believe that's my fastest meeting ever since I've been on the council, ever.
No, you were right.
What time is it?
And I'm not whining about that.
Oh, what was Dina doing there? Yes, yeah, just kind of basically asking for permission.
I gotta see if Chapman's still here. Oh, that's
Yeah, nothing.
That I don't know.
Just so